Do you like my Riddler socks? I got them for Christmas. Now, today we're going to read The Gift of the Mogwai as part of the Gremlins series. I got these books at Hardee's when I was a little kid. So now we're going to read The Gift of the Mogwai. Okay. First, this is the story of The Gift of the Mogwai. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it's time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this. Ding! Let's begin now. It was Christmas time, and Rand Peltzer needed a gift. Uptown busy shoppers rushed here and rushed there, buying ties and toys and all kinds of things for girls and boys. But Mr. Peltzer decided he wanted to do his shopping at Chinatown. Well, how uppity of him. I should be able to find a gift for Billy around here, something special, something unusual. As he wandered the bustling, exotic streets, Rand spotted a colorful souvenir shop, and he strode inside from the cold night air. Bing! Alright, let's flip it over. Alright, so this is one of these, your typical Chinese shops, with Chinese lady owns it, and she's got a fan right there. This is so 80s. Stereotypes. See, there's Rand. He's got an arm grabbing him, by the way. Oh, is that a boombox I see in the background? Anyway. Rand stepped up to the lady at the counter. I'm looking for something interesting to get my son. He's 25 years old and he still lives with us. The saleswoman nodded and began showing Rand everything, from transistor radios to painted fans. Rand shook his head. No, you don't understand. I'm trying to find something different, something unique, something he can't get at home. Just then, a small hand reached up and tugged Rand's sleeve. Hey, mister, you want something different? I know a place full of different things. See, that's what he said. It wasn't me. Hey, by the way, my last Knight Rider movie, did you guys notice that some of the dialogue came right after what he said when he said it, how he said? Anyway, back to the story. Rand glanced down to see a skinny Oriental boy. That's what this says. It's not me. It's what the book says. Oh, when was this published? 84? My God. Okay, anyway. Wearing an old New York Yankees hat and t-shirt. Sorry, kid. I'm not looking for baseball cards. Why would he just assume that? The boy reached into his pocket. Does this look like a baseball card? He pulled out an ugly shrunken head. Ah! Red jumped back. Is that thing real? Everything at Grandfather's shop is real. It's not like any other place in Chinatown. Follow me. Rand hesitated a moment and then walked out into the chilly night air. This I gotta see. Ding! By the way, my fingernails are dirty because I cooked pork chops. The boy led Rand through a maze of smoky, narrow alleyways and down wet cobblestone streets to a curio shop. On a dead-end street, a gust of wind whistled down the street. Whoosh! As Rand stepped under a creaking wooden sign and through the dirty, flimsy door. He stood up there and said, "Hey, old man, you ever clean your floor?" The store looked like a wizard shop. It was crowded with musty books, dusty bottles and jars. Behind the counter stood a very old Chinese man, smoking a pipe. Now, wait a minute. How come they referred to the boy as an Oriental, but all of a sudden they used the proper terminology for this guy, for the old man? Who knows? The boy introduced him. "This is my grandfather. Go on, mister, look around. See if there's something you like." See, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that's totally his voice in the movie, or in this record book, I mean. So then, where was I? Oh, yeah. "What are you doing in this part of town, mister?" "Well, heck of a time to ask him now." "On business. I make things. I come up with ideas for new gizmos. You know, inventions." The boy nudged his grandfather. "Thomas Edison." The old man broke into a smile. "Thomas Edison. He 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 he." That sounds like Skeletor. Rand grinned in embarrassment. Then a strange, high-pitched giggle joined the laughter. Rand froze. "What the heck is that?" But the boy and his grandfather just went back to their game. The giggle rang out again. Rand followed the sound back to the corner of the shop. And I don't have to do the chimes, but here is a picture of them playing chess. Ding! Turn the page. Alright. So, where was I? Hidden on a shelf was a burlap cloth. He found a small cage. Rand set his candy bar down, reached into it, lifting the cover. Suddenly, a furry little hand came out of the cage and grabbed the candy bar. Rand peered inside and saw a tiny, cuddly animal. "What in tarnation is this? I've never seen anything like it." The Chinese boy answered, "Mogwai." "What is he doing?" "Singing. He only do that for people he like." Rand was enchanted. "How much do you want for it? And why the heck did they draw me looking like Indiana Jones?" "Probably because same people who make Gremlin also make Indiana Jones." "Well, here's some money, old man. There's like, I don't know, $300 here. They didn't mark the bills, so I have no idea." The old man shook his head. "Mogwai, not for sale." "Oh, come on, man. My son Billy would love it. Here, $100. The old man didn't flinch. "Okay, 150. The shop owner shook his head again. "Here, you can have every penny I got on me. $260. The boy's eyes lit up, but his grandfather was firm. "Mogwai is not for sale like any other animal. He is very special creature. With Mogwai comes much responsibility. I cannot sell him at any price." Then the old man turned and walked back into the room. Ding! Oh, book's getting flimsy. Okay, so we're at this one. Rand left the shop and headed back disappointed. But the owner's grandson ran up to him in the alley carrying a wooden box. "Forget what my grandfather said. We need the money. Hell, you can have the Mogwai. But there are some rules you've got to follow. First, keep him away from light. He hates bright light, especially sunlight. It'll kill him. Next, don't get him wet. Keep him away from water. Rand grinned. I guess a day at the beach is out of the question. Ha 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 ha. I'm serious, mister. But the most important thing, the thing you can never forget, no matter how much he cries and begs, no, never, ever, 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 ever feed him after midnight. You got it? Got it, I promise. No bright light, no water, no food after midnight. Don't forget, mister. The boy ran back inside with Rand's money, leaving Rand very pleased with his successful search. Ding! There's a lot more to this story than I remember. Meanwhile, in a small town in Kingston Falls, Billy Peltzer was returning home from his day at work. He greeted his mother in the kitchen. What a rotten day at the bank, Ma! Well, never mind that, Billy. Your father will be home from his trip any minute. Sure enough, before long, the front door flew open. Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Rand handed Billy the present. I want you to open it now. This can't wait till Christmas. Billy tore off the wrapping paper and lifted the lid. A tiny ball of fur peeked out of the box with a large friendly eyes. Billy grinned with delight. What is it, Dad? The owners called it a Mogwai. You could train him to do anything, and he's really clever. He figured out to work most of my gizmos, all by himself. Well, since he likes gizmos so much, let's call him Gizmo. And here is the Mogwai popping out of the box. And as you know, the dad, of course, waits the last minute to tell him the rules. Ching! And there's camera flash, of course. Billy's mom watched Gizmo crawl out of the box, climb into Billy's shoulder, and lick his cheek. This is so cute, I gotta get a picture. Okay, smile, the bulb flashed, and Gizmo screamed in fright. Billy cuddled trembling Mogwai. Dad, what happened? The little feller's scared. He hates bright lights. See, there are certain things you have to remember about this guy, Billy. Besides bright light, keep him away from water, and never, ever, ever, ever feed him after midnight. Never! So then Billy takes Gizmo to his room. It doesn't say that, but Billy cradled Gizmo in his arms. Come on up there, little feller. I'll show you my room. Oh, it does say that. He took him into an attic and set him on his desktop. Oops! Let me dim them lights for you. Is that better? Gizmo smiled and sang a jingle. Billy turned on his portable keyboard and played the same note. Doo-doo. Gizmo's large ears perked up, and then he sang 5 notes. Billy struggled with the keys. I'm not quite getting it right, Giz. Giz. Billy watched the little Mogwai lean over the keyboard and play the 5 correct notes. Ha ha! Thanks, Gizmo. He placed a big red Santa hat on the Mogwai's tiny head. There, can you say ho ho ho? You know? Ding! I think we're almost done. Gizmo couldn't figure why, but Billy was laughing. Billy saw Gizmo's puzzled look. I'm laughing because you look so cute in your hat, Gizmo. You want to see? Billy held up a mirror. The furry Mogwai took one look at his reflection, screeched, and toppled over backwards. Hey, Gizmo, you okay, little guy? You fell into the waste paper basket. Don't worry, I'll fix you up. So the first day out, he hurts him. First, the mom flashes a big old bulb in his eyes and just about damn near kills him. And then he, flashes another light in his eyes, and he falls off the counter, injuring his ear. I mean, come on. So then he tended the Mogwai's bruised head. Oh, don't frown, Gizmo. You'll be okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be frowning too if I fell into this family. Oh my God, they're the most irresponsible family ever. I like the way he's reading the comics, though. It looks cool. Billy took Gizmo back to his room, propped him up in bed, and tucked him in. Doesn't that feel good? Okay, that's kind of creepy. Here you go. Here's one of the 3D comic books to look at. Gizmo held up the red and green glasses and peered at the comics. I always said peed at the comics happily while Billy began drawing at his desk. And it says here, Billy unwrapped the chocolate candy, then checked the clock. It's only 9:30. It's safe to feed you. Here, Gizmo. Billy's dog Barney, jealous little cuss, watched the little Mogwai chew happily on the candy. He wandered over to the bed, sniffed at Gizmo, and then gave him a friendly lick. What is it with them giving each other licks in this movie? Oh my God. Billy looked up from his work. See, I knew you guys would be a smash hit in the off-Broadway musical Cats. No, I'm just kidding. Screw that. Ching! Okay, I think we're down to the last page, folks. Man, we're 16 minutes into this? Okay. When he finished the drawing, Billy signed his name. He pointed out the name to Gizmo and pointed to himself. Me, Tarzan, you, Gizmo. I'm just kidding. Billy, that's me. Billy. Gizmo tried to imitate him. Billy grinned. Billy. That's good, Gizmo. Billy crawled into bed. Boy, am I beat. I'm really glad you like it here. Good night, Giz. Gizmo cooed and shut his eyes. The two friends, the two friends fell fast asleep. And that, my friends, concludes the story of The Gift and the Mogwai. Dang it. The Gift and the Mogwai. Meet back at our next video when we take a look at the follow-up story. It'll be story number 2 and book number 2. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Gizmo in the Gremlins. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Do-do-do-do.